city of Pittsburgh. Welcome to Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, a good one here in the AFC. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Please welcome your 2026 Pittsburgh Steelers.
Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. In Monday Night Primetime is underway. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
All J.J. has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important, and I don't think talked about enough, Kate. Do you guys in the huddle want to play for him? Do they believe in you? Everywhere J.J. has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success has followed.
Pass interference. Defense.
We got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He'll try and run this. And McCarthy slides to the ground here, but not before picking up the first.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Steelers first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Now ready for the first time with Jalen Warren. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Defense hasn't really found its backbone yet, but maybe just a little sliver of light between the clouds here as they bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, you're not going to likely keep points off the board, but if you can come through with one more stop and limit it to a field goal, yeah, that's at least something to build from.
3rd and long for him here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. This from 30 yards out. Boswell able to knock it through. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Not quite the same roar out of the crowd, Kate, that you're going to get with a touchdown, but still plenty of noise coming down, and that defense now gets to take the field with a lead.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Smith on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite, the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. He gets this out quickly to London. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a pickup of 4 yards, and it's going to be 1st down Miami.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Jacobs running behind center. They're cobbled together a yard there. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Irvin here from the gun. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Offside. Defense.
So they'll decline this and take the results. First and 10 from the 43. Pass play coming here. Finds him over the middle. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Short pass brought in. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Dolphins in a real good spot to score. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish off their opening drive. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start, I mean great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Dolphins one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Sanders all set to send it away. Here comes Williams on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Steeler offense out and ready to go for their second drive. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Motioning the tight end now. McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Takes it in at the 21. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Dolphins and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. We've set it downs for him from the 31. First down, play action. Next on the crosser. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Hits him on the out route. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Throwing it on second down. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one and brings up third down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. 1 minute, 58 seconds remaining in half number one, partner. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment.
A 34-yard attempt.
Sanders sends it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Sanders all set to send it away. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Bronk. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Now it's McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. McCarthy to throw it. Escapes the pocket. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward. 1
yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. McCarthy throwing here. That's caught for the first. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. McCarthy looking to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they make the tackle at the 38. The big play nets him 17 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First down. 1st and 10.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Thielen's got it. Complete. They can take him down right along the 30. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Another throw here for McCarthy. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate?
Third down and 2.
OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
3rd and 2, McCarthy. It's caught by Wilson. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers tie things 10-10. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. Throw left side, brought in by Hopkinson. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He'll throw it. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And the Steelers are stopped on that return, so that interception's going to be the final play of this opening half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These 2 teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the 3rd quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Dolphins getting their offense out there to start off this second half. And we're all knotted up at 10 after that interception was turned into a touchdown. First and 10 from the 32. They put a receiver in motion left. Back to work after throwing the pick. This one's to Rice out on the right side. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is a Dolphins first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
Jack Sawyer on the tackle. Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
All right, here we go. Second down. They'll go play action. Finds the in route complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That play good for 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Putting a receiver in motion. Handoff here to Jacobs. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
The ball carrier. The tackle by Brandon Echols. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
I'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. He works it down to the 37. Jack Sawyer, heart and soul of national champions at Ohio State last year, there for the stop.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Would have been a tough 54-yard field goal, so instead they're keeping the offense out there on 4th down. They'll run for it. Jacobs. And this one will not work out for him. He's stacked up behind the line and is going to head off after a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across, but there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Throw here, 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, get to dime coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
The Steelers set to punt it, and he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He dodged the tackle. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. The Dolphins and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And after they were stopped on fourth down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. He cuts it to the right sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. He picks up 28 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Into the hands of Dulcich. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's a throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. Well, we didn't see either side separate through 3. It's all tied at 10 to begin the 4th. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Going run again with Jacobs. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's another Dolphins 1st down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
They go play action on 1st down. We'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And he's tackled for no gain.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Setting up to throw. Escapes his grasp. And he covers up after a nice gain right near that marker. Gonna need a little bit more now on 3rd down.
As quarterback, Kate, you gotta hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. But a short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. They go counter, it's Jacobs. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up. The Steelers calling their 1st time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jason Sanders. It's a 36-yard look for him. Kicked well, and this is good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed a lead.
Steelers
Well, I tell you
10.
what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Jason Sanders.
Sanders all set to send it away. On the return, here's Gainwell. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense headed out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's McCarthy to throw. It's a screen play to Warren. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
And the Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers down by only 3. New set of downs from the 37. Staying between the tackles with Gainwell. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. Jump off caught by his back. He's dropped a big stop in a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there.
Taken down back at the 34-yard
He specializes in
line.
salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Extra DB out there for the Fins. 3rd down. Now to throw. He has the first over the middle. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 27
What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Setting up to pass. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
50-yard line.
Now at midfield after that loss, here's 2nd and long. Here he is to throw. Connecting on the slant. And he's short the first after a mild gain.
Brings up 3rd down.
Four guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long. Here he is to throw. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Tough one to retain through that hit. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Desperation time here. This is for the ball game. And they're going to good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. Design quarterback run here. So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. Well, Brock, they pulled out the win, but can't be feeling too good about it. Felt like they should have beat this squad a lot more convincingly than they did.
Hey, I get it. On paper, this was a lopsided contest, but you don't play these games on paper, and this team brought everything they had. No such thing as a guaranteed win in the NFL. So it was a little too close for comfort, I got it. But more importantly, they still got the dub.
So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel State, where the legacy of the late, great Sam Mills lives on with each pound of the drum. And that means we are ready for football here at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Carolina Panthers. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game, but hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win, and in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.